Hey guys, so we're going to do something a little bit different today. Now when it comes to swatches, swatches do not tell you the whole story. Like if you're trying to judge an eyeshadow, you cannot judge it by how it swatches. Sometimes things don't swatch that well, but they perform on your eyes amazing. It just depends. It can also be the other way around. Sometimes things can swatch and you'll go, wow, that looks incredible. But then you have to work at that eyeshadow as well, but for different reasons. All right, let me give you an example. Let's say you swatch something and it doesn't show up that good, or it doesn't go on evenly. You're gonna have to keep adding more of that in order to get the pigmentation you want and get it as even as you would like it to be. Now, if something swatches amazing, those types of eyeshadows have a tendency to crease because they have a lot of moisture in them, and so you might go back throughout the day and look at your eye makeup and it might be just a big creasy mess. But that's where eyeshadow primers come in. They can kind of save the day with that. So I would like to do more of these videos if you guys like them. I started with teal shimmers because that's one of my favorite colors. When I look at just color in general, my eyes will always go to a teal shimmer. It's one of my favorites, so I thought this would be a good place to start. Now I'm going to swatch every teal shimmer eyeshadow that I own for you, and it doesn't matter what brand it is, so some of the things that you're going to see are not available anymore, and I'm sorry about that, but the reason why I want to include them is sometimes miracles do happen and things come back. One very good example is what I have on right now, and that is the BH Cosmetics Pistachio palette. When this launched and somebody asked BH Cosmetics if they were going to do a restock on this, they said no. And then a month or two went by, they changed their mind. This whole collection, the Sweet Shop collection, is going to be restocked on BH's website on December 12th. So if there was something in that collection that you wanted, this is my favorite one personally. If there was something in that collection you wanted, you have a chance to get it. So that's why I'm holding out hope with some of the other things that I'm going to be showing you were also limited edition, so you just never know. You never know if something's going to be restocked. All right, so I'm going to show these to you alphabetical by brand. That way, if I put something down on the table and it gets mixed up, I'll be able to tell where I left off and what's next. So, and I'm going to do the swatches like live. I'm not going to swatch them all on my arm and then say, here they are. I want you to be able to see how they go on. So we're going to need some wipes. So let me grab some wipes. All right, so I've got my makeup wipes. So I'm going to start with the letter A. This is AOA Studio Loose Pigment. The shade name is Cloak, but this is definitely a shimmery teal. And I used this in a video not too long ago. And I did have some problems with it. Pigments are a pain in the neck, aren't they? I don't know why I keep buying them, because they are a pain. I mean, why would you want to buy something that was going to be involved in extra steps and more work and... Okay, now let's see. Are we going to do swatches with brushes or fingers? I think fingers are more fun. The only thing is, I can't really get my finger in there, so I'm going to... Let's see, I'm going to need something to dip into that container. Let me grab something. Alright, so I grabbed this metal spatula thing. So I'm going to have to take some of this out. And place it on my skin. Trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. Okay. Yeah, pigments are messy. Okay, so that's AOA Studio Loose Pigment in Cloak. And yeah, it's pretty and everything, but I can't say that I would recommend it because you have to worry about creasing and you have to be careful what you use for primers, and it's just, to me, it's not worth the aggravation. I don't think I would buy any more of those. I bought that one, and I bought a blue one and a green one, and yeah, it's just a pain. But it is pretty, there's no doubt about it. It is very pretty. Okay, so the next brand I'm going to show you, oh, by the way, I don't know if I said that this came from shopmisse.com. I don't know if I said that or not. The next brand also comes from shopmisse.com. They have single pressed eyeshadows. The brand name is A2O Lab. That is also a Shop Misse brand. And these go in and out of stock like crazy. And just when I thought they were discontinuing them altogether and they were almost completely gone from their site, all of a sudden they stocked a bunch of them again. So they're quite erratic with how much they stock these. You can either get them as individual eyeshadows, or they have some that come as like a kit with a palette. I'll give you a good example. This is the Wildflower palette, and I love this palette. I think it's beautiful, and sometimes, not always, they sell this as an individual palette, empty, or you can buy it as a kit and then they'll send you the eyeshadows with it to put in for a different price, obviously. Okay, so in this, there it is. There's the shimmery teal right there. And this is called Gala, G-A-L-A. I'm going to take it out of the palette and do a finger swatch. Okay, so this is a dark teal. To me, like, a true teal has a lot of depth to it. So that's just one pass. Now if I take what's left in my finger and blend over that, yeah, that's got a lot of darkness to it. So that is Gala. So I'm going to pop that back in the palette. Now there's another palette that they have called Ima Beach. And I think this is the one that I was tweeting about and talking about on Instagram the other day. So this is Ima Beach. And this shade right here, I also considered this a teal. The other one was more of a green teal. This one is more of a blue teal. I mean, the very definition of teal is blue and green mixed together. So this is Reef. So that is what Reef looks like. So huge difference between those two. And the Gala one is like a blackened teal. So that was Reef. So that's it for A2O Lab and all the shopmisse.com products. Okay, so the next one is what I have on my eyes right now. BH Cosmetics from the Pistachio palette. Just told you that they're going to do a restock on it. And the shade that I consider to be teal in this palette is right here. This is Crunch. That is a teal also, and I also have that on, but that's a matte teal. So we're just doing shimmer teals today. So that is Crunch. If you never listen to anything else that I say about buying makeup, you really might want to get one of the palettes from this collection when they do their restock. It is just incredible. That's one pass, you guys. One pass. That is Crunch. And that is a very true teal to me, because you can see the blue, you can see the green, and I like the depth of that color too. And obviously that's my favorite. That's why I decided to use it to do my look today. There is another one though that I like all of these really. Okay, so the next teal that I'm going to swatch is from the ColourPop Just My Luck palette. And I'm going to do the shade Big Money. And this is a teal that leans green. Oh God, gorgeous. I never met a teal that I didn't like. So pretty. Uh-oh. I just saw a little bit of it fall off there. And I love that everything I'm showing you here, with the exception of one palette, everything is affordable. Yeah, there's only one palette that I'm going to do today that's not affordable. Okay, next is e.l.f. and J. Kissa To the Rescue palette. And this was limited edition and doesn't seem to be available anymore, but I did get this fairly recently. And the shimmery teal that I'm going to swatch is Reagan. And this is quite green. Yeah, I find it very interesting to see how, even though these are all teals, they are all quite different than each other. That's why, you know, in a perfect world, we would have like one eyeshadow representing each color, maybe two, like one shimmer and one matte, but they're all so different. You know, that's why I think people end up with these giant makeup collections, because they are all quite different from each other. Okay, the next brand I'm going to swatch is called In Studio. Last December, this brand came to Walmart, and all these little single eyeshadows were 99 cents. And I bought one and took it home and opened it up and swatched it and went, oh my God. And then I used it on my eyes and went, oh my God, I can't believe this, because the quality is so good. So I went back, and within 2 or 3 trips, I had all the colors and don't regret it at all. This one is called Meteorite. And, you know, they disappeared once they sold down from Walmart. They didn't restock them. And I keep hoping like we're going to have a Christmas miracle and they're going to bring them all back this year. Because, I mean, I have them all, but I want everybody to have them all. They're 99 cents and they're so nice. So this is Meteorite. I mean, look at that. This is 99 cents. Ugh. And, you know, I did multiple videos and I told everybody, these are so good, you have to go get them. And I don't know that many people did or listened to me, but I mean, look at that. Ugh. Unbelievable. So I keep hoping that, you know, the brand will come back, but I think it was like a private label situation for Walmart. So I don't think that this is, in other words, this isn't like an actual brand. It was just something that was created for Walmart to private label. Okay, in the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Conspiracy Palette, there is a teal called Illuminati right here. So we're going to swatch that one. Let's see how that compares to the others. Holy sh! Oh my god! Wow, it looks just like the in-studio one! And this palette was like, I don't know, 50, 60? I forget what I paid for it. And they almost look identical. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I think this is why I don't buy high-end makeup anymore. That's incredible. I never realized, I've never swatched those two together like this. You know what? This is very informative, you guys. I think I want to do more of these kind of videos. This is very interesting. Okay, let's move on. Back to another brand that is sold at Walmart, Profusion. This is the Emeralds palette. This is $5. Profusion is amazing if you never tried them. So the shimmery teal in here is called Monumental. That is it right there. So we're going to swatch that one. Very pretty. Yeah, I love Profusion. I went crazy and bought tons of their palettes for my birthday this year. Okay, now in the Profusion Kaleidoscope palette, this is a giant palette. This is the only one of their monster-sized palettes that I own, but I really, really like this palette. Okay, in here, this is what we have for choices. Now, as far as which one is the most teal, that's tough because this leans very blue, this leans very green, and neither one of them are very dark. And then this is blue and green too. This is a pressed glitter. So, see, I would consider these more to be green and this more to be more blue. And this one is quite blue as well. But technically they are teal. So, which one is the most blue and green? I'm going to say Deceiver, I think. And this is a weird palette because some of the shadows in here are cream. You could probably tell by the big dips in them. So I'm going to do Deceiver. Yeah, I don't know why you would put cream shadows in a palette that also has powders in it, but okay, so that's Deceiver. Okay, we only have one palette left, and that is the Wet n Wild Bretman Rock and Wet n Wild palette, and it was called Jungle Rock. There is a shimmery teal in this palette. It's called Big Peacock Energy right there. I had just the right amount of room on my arm. Wow, that's a very dark one. All right, so that's what we have there. That was fun, you guys. That was fun. What is your favorite shimmery teal? eyeshadow. Is there one out there that I don't have that would just blow me away if I had it? I'm really into affordable makeup these days. I mean, that was proof right there that, you know, Jeffree Star in studio, 99 cents, $50, $60 palette. Yeah, you don't need to pay more. They're pretty much identical. That's incredible, you guys. I can't get over that. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.